My name is Cicely, and this week we were supposed to be talking about different approaches to criticism, narrative criticism, and the two approaches are narrative criticism and nonfiction media criticism. So I want to talk about each of them. So narrative criticism, it's mainly examining how stories are structured, and how they develop meaning over time. So like in a story, it'll reveal like values of like character development and themes and plot structure that are intended through like the show, the movie, the text, whatever. A big example that I can think of, because I love talking about this, is in Tales of Symphonia, which is a JRPG. It has a lot of commonly classic JRPG tropes. We follow the story of Lloyd, and we see how his character grows over time and how he has to evolve from being a immature young boy who wants to save everybody to how he evolves into a more like mature young man who realizes that you can't save everybody no matter how hard you try, but that won't stop him. His biggest thing is like, his biggest defining quote is, how can I save the people of the world if I can't even save the people who are standing in front of me right now? Like there's these themes of like hopelessness, and there's these themes of I want to help these people. It gets really complex at times, and we get to go through the whole story, seeing how his character changes and grows from there. And moving on to like non-fictional media criticism, it focuses more on like the claims that present reality, like documentaries, news reports, based on a true story kind of movies. Not really actually, but it talks about bias and like in public perception of what they're informing about. So the biggest documentary I can think of was the recent Nickelodeon one, like Quiet on Set. It talked about the complexities of Dan Schneider, I think his name was, and it talked about all the abuse that all the cast members had to like face on stage. It relied heavily like on like sympathy, because these are all shows that like my generation age group-ish grew up on, like Drake and Josh, iCarly, and these are all celebrities who we can still like actively see in media. And it's this documentary relies on the fact that we know these kids and we've seen them, and it garners sympathy through that. Very specifically, Drake Bell's story with one of the producers, and how he was groomed and how he was like abused and groomed and manipulated, and how his mother let it happen because, you know, that's showbiz and whatnot. And nobody wants that to happen. So seeing that happen to a celebrity that you maybe like idolized growing up, or maybe you're the same age as, it hits hard to home. To wrap it up, both narrative and nonfiction criticisms, they reveal how media constructs meaning, whether it's through fictional storytelling like my Tales of games, or like Breaking Bad, or something like My Little Pony even. Fictional, or if it's non-fictional, like a documentary or a newspaper article or a news report, and how we as the consumer consume that, break it down, and work with it. And if I had a question, or my question for you guys is, how can we as media consumers balance skepticism, appreciation when engaging? Okay, let me restart that, sorry. My question to you guys is, how can we as media consumers balance skepticism and appreciation when engaging with both fiction and nonfiction media? Thank you.